There we are.
Good evening, and welcome to the Successful Salon Team Training Room. For the newbies that are in the room, hello, welcome. This is the group where you get to learn from people that are crushing it in our industry and in other industries of things that we need to learn. So if you are somebody that is absolutely crushing your rebooking or you're crushing your new client percentage, whatever it is, and you want to reach out because you want to share your message, then please drop me a message and we can get that set out for you. So welcome, guys. I hope you are all having a lovely week. I have got the most amazing guest back in the room to share his knowledge with you guys today. If you haven't seen the interview that we did on Monday, then as soon as you've watched this, jump back over and have a look at it, because it's got some epic little gems in there that you're going to want to take away. And we are going to be sharing some more with you tonight. So welcome, Jor'el.
Thank you very much for having me again. And hi, everyone that's watching live right now. And if you're watching a replay, all welcome.
Oh, absolutely. And if you are watching the replay, then still drop a message, drop a comment if you've got any questions, because me and Jor'el, or me definitely, Jor'el, I can tag him in if there's anything he needs to answer. We'll be checking all of this out for you guys and answering questions for you. So, Jor'el, for those of you that, or for those guys at home or watching on the replay that haven't heard from you yet, just a brief introduction to who you are and what magic you put out into the world.
Fantastic. So I'm a global business and branding strategist, and I'm a do what you love activist. And when we put that all together, ultimately what it means is I stand for people's transformation. I want to give people the tools and the skills that they need to run successful businesses. And I want them to be able to do this using the tools of branding. I'm fanatical about branding, and I have my own strategy called cyber celebrity branding. And effectively, everyone gets caught up with the name of, oh, celebrity. But what it truly means to me is it's about us now being in an age where we can reclaim our ability to have an influence. And no longer do we have to be told who we need to receive our messages by in regards to the gatekeepers who own TV, radio, and newspapers. But now us, your members, are able to come onto the internet, find their message, find their calling, find their purpose, inspire their tribe. And I want to facilitate and give people the tools to be able to do that. And also to understand that it's reciprocal exchange. So, you know, the people that are listening right now, they do an amazing job in terms of helping to raise people's self-esteem, their confidence, make people feel beautiful on the inside and out. And it's all through the transformation of hair. And I want to be able to facilitate where I can to help you to be able to do that more effectively.
Brilliant. Hello, Nicole. How are you? Jor'el, you've actually got a connection to the hair industry, haven't you?
I do indeed. It was very interesting. So my brother, he actually works in a salon in Kensington and Chelsea, but he also has his own little salon that he does as well, which I think is the life of an up-and-coming stylist. So he's traveling around and doing hair on many different arenas and stuff. And I think I keep thinking about, I wanted to share this video today, but I didn't get a chance to put it into my presentation. But there's a shot of him working on a young lady's hair, and she's just had it done. And you know, you do the reveal, so you kind of like show the mirror in the back. And she literally bursts with pride. Her dimples show, her teeth just spring into action. You could just see everything. And that made me really understand the importance of the job that you guys do. And I take my hat off to you, because it's not easy. You know what I mean? Being on your feet, and especially if you're running a salon, it's crazy. I get that, and I've seen my brother in action. But you do such an amazing job. And even for myself, obviously I don't have the full-on enchilada, but I get my hair cut regularly. I like to look good. And for me, that's a very pampering moment, which I give to myself a minimum every 2 weeks. So I definitely know the wonders that you guys do. And I'm so glad to be here to be able to share whatever I can.
A massive love to your barber, your hairdresser, because it is always absolutely perfect. I love it. I love your hair. So, Jor'el, you're going to share with us some golden nuggets that you use inside of your business and that you coach to your mentees as well to elevate their business out into the world. So, I'm going to go very quiet. I know this is a very new for you guys. I'm going to shush and I'm going to let Jor'el take center stage, because what he's got to offer today and what he's going to come out with is just gold. So, Jor'el, shall I pop your screen up?
Please, that'd be amazing.
There we go.
Wonderful. Okay, so let's get stuck in. So as you can see, the title of today's presentation is what you can do right now to win customers. I know that some of you right now may be having struggles, right, in terms of getting customers. Some of your businesses may have been challenged by COVID. You've not been able to be in your salon, and now we're kind of coming back to a new normal. Maybe your clients ain't coming back into the salon as you expected, or maybe you're struggling to win new clients. Wherever you kind of are in your business right now, I can understand that it can be a challenge and it can be a very tough time. And so what I wanted to do with this, we've only got a short space of time, but I want to share as much as I could to help you understand what you should be checking in your business right now, what you should be checking within your social media to ensure that you've got all the tools that you need to start that flow again and get it started. So as I said, some of this may be a refresher, some of this may be brand new information, but we're going to get stuck in and hopefully give you the best that I can. So here's what we'll be looking at today. You're going to be able to leave this session with some simple ideas and tips that you can use to get clients now. It's all about what you can use immediately and get your business flowing. You're also going to be able to understand how to maximize your impact on social media using the tools available. And you're also going to understand a dynamic sales strategy that you can use on Instagram to move your customers from cold to sold. Now, I just want to give you a little bit about my story so you understand who I am and what I do. And so 3 years ago, effectively, I was working a 9-to-5 as an engineer and I was not loving life. And I remember the time where it got to the point where I was on this hamster wheel. I wasn't enjoying what I was doing, and I knew that I needed a way out of that industry. I wanted to, like you guys are doing right now, fulfill my purpose, live my calling, and do the thing that I was born to do. And so I literally turned to the internet with two questions in mind. The first one was I noticed that there was lots of people that were doing really well on the internet. They were setting up businesses, they were using social media and allowing it to make their dreams come true. And my question was, how have they done it, and can I do the same? And that sent me on a really wonderful journey of exploration. And that's when I embarked upon the concept of branding. And I remember going to my very first seminar, very, very skeptical, not thinking that branding could do anything for me. I didn't even know that I had anything to brand. And lo and behold, the sentence came out of the presenter's mouth that literally changed my life forever. And when it came to the concept of, well, what do you brand? It's understanding that if you're building a personal brand, it's your passions, it's your talents, it's your skills, it's your message. It's what do you want to share from the core? And that instantly changed my whole understanding of how I could step out onto the internet and make a transition. And since then, having the courage to put out my first post, because guys, I understand that it's difficult sometimes to put yourself out there. It's difficult to be consistent. But one of the things I want to share with the next images is that when you do make the energy to put stuff out on social media, it comes back to you 100-fold. And so since then, I've been able to grow my following. I think I've got about coming up 13,000 Instagram followers at the moment. I've been asked to do different things. So I do modeling and fashion. I present, I host, and also I've won several awards as well. Proud to say that I'm the author of an upcoming book called The Secrets of Cyber Celebrity Branding, How to Create a Brand in a Digital Age. And I've also run my own digital platform called NextSpot. So it's been a really wonderful whirlwind journey, but it's given me a lot of tools that I've been able to share with other people and help them to now bring their brands online and to generate the traction and the energy that they want for their businesses as well. So what we're going to cover in this session is 3 things. The first one we're going to look at is being relevant. Being relevant is absolutely key right now if you want to be winning customers. You need to understand exactly what your customers need to be seeing, what they need to be hearing, what they need to be feeling in order for them to make a buying decision. Branding is not just about pretty pictures and a logo, it's about an experience. The next thing that we're going to look at is what I call the client generator. Just some simple tweaks that you can do to your Instagram account that you can then almost put it on autopilot and know that people are able to navigate from wherever they meet you on your page and get into a smooth client journey with you, and that you're not missing those opportunities. You see, a buying decision can literally change at the drop of a hat. And one thing I know with the hair industry is once you get your client and you give them a good experience, there's a high probability that they're going to come back. If they have a bad experience, well, that's a different story. But if you can get them in through the door and you can do what you promised that you were going to do, then you've practically got that client for a good period of time, if not for life. And so what you want to be doing is understanding how can you create the opportunity for when someone decides, I want to try you out, making that customer journey as smooth as possible is going to be key. And then lastly, I want to talk about Instagram stories, because I think it's going to be a great tool for any of you listening right now that wants to be able to give a experience about your salon on social media. And the Instagram story is absolutely wonderful for doing that. So let's have a look at relevancy first of all. And as you can see, relevancy is giving your customers what they need to hear, see, and feel to make a buying decision. And we have to recognize that people buy based off of emotion. And especially within the industry that you're in right now, emotions are stirred because, people come to change their hair because they want to shift the emotion that they're in, or they get their hair done and it changes their emotion. And so understanding what someone requires in order to make a buying decision is going to be key if you want to make a change and move the energy in your business right now. So the understanding is showing up in the right way at the right time. One of the things that I would suggest that you do is think about and go away and do like a brain dump of everything that you would want convincing of in this specific time if you were going to choose a salon to do your hair or any particular product. What would you need to know? And there's some key things that you would want to know. You'd want to know that probably they were following the guidelines in this present time. Is health and safety being taken care of? Are people wearing masks? Is social distancing being practiced? You may want to know what the experience inside the salon's like. Are they friendly? Is it really professional? Does it suit your personality? You also may want to know some stuff about the particular stylist that's going to be doing your hair and the operation. And then there's all the additional things, which is how much does it cost and where is it based, what the opening times are. But oftentimes we can get very focused on giving people that basic line information, which is where the salon is and what time it closes and how much everything costs, at the detriment to really understanding that it's really the emotion that's going to move them right now. So one of the things I would definitely say that you need to be doing is set your page up for new customers. As I just explained, once you can get someone in through the door, they are likely to come back again and again. So your page right now, once you've made that list of the different things that you would want to see to be convinced to make a buying decision, when you open your page, you need to be showcasing those things. And they don't have to be in your face. So you don't have to say, oh, we practice social distancing. But through the pictures that you take and the shots that you have of the salon, people will get a snapshot. And as they say, a picture can paint 1,000 words. People will get a snapshot of exactly what's going on and whether or not it's going to suit their personality. And I'm not saying that you're going to change what you're doing to suit your customers, but one thing you definitely need to know is who is your ideal customer? Who are you going to be trying to attract? And by knowing that information, then you can ensure your page answers the questions that they have. So remember, it's not about setting your page up for the repeat customers. They're going to get that daily dose from you anyway from the daily pictures that you post, but it's about making it sure that your page answers the questions that your customer has, especially if they're going to be trying you for the first time. And I want to say that at this particular moment in time, it's a wonderful opportunity. I know for some of you, it may not feel like that, but at this stage, you've had lots of people that have been loyal to salons for a very long time. And now all of a sudden we've been locked away, and people have had to do their own hair and had to do things for themselves. And so that loyalty which they had to a particular salon has almost been broken. And here is an opportunity for those that were kind of happy with the job that they were getting from their salon, but thought that they could potentially find something better. They're out there on the hunt right now. And so if you can recognize that, and if you can make sure when they show up to your page, they see and hear what they need to be hearing, then you're in a winning position. Yeah. But the important thing is make sure you are present and make sure that you have a history. And that's why if you've not started your social media now, get started. Start posting at least one post a day so that you've got some kind of track record. So when people are scrolling through and they do at least 2 scrolls, they can see some content there. Yeah. All right, so now I want to talk about the client generator and how you can put your social media on autopilot. So one thing I would suggest at this moment in time is maybe think about running a promotion. And a discount's a great way to do that. And what I find and what I've noticed with my experiences of salons is they don't think about how to build clientele long term. No. And I want to be clear about what I mean, because of course you understand getting repeat custom. So if someone comes back to you, you book another date and they come back in. But what I'm actually talking about is building your own list, your email list, so that you're not just relying on that person showing up, but that you also have an opportunity to touch base with them again. So let's say if you were running your own list, if you had an ability on your site where you offered them a freebie, maybe give them a discount which they can redeem once they come into your store in exchange for their name and their email address, it would mean that in this time where you weren't able to be present in your stores, you could have still been communicating with your audience, keeping them warm via email. And then you could have, as soon as the gates were open, given them a promotion for them to be excited to come back in and get them back into your stores. But otherwise, it's almost like playing the waiting game. Will they or won't they? And you have no way of being able to connect with them unless you have built your list. And so, yeah, so one of the things I would definitely say is look to run a promotion right now, 10%, 15% off, maybe a consultation. This promotion, I would say, have it for your new clients. So if you've got people that are coming in right now, then they're already in and you've got them in a bag. But for someone that's new, you want to give them a 15% promotion or a 20%, whatever you think works well. And you want to do it in exchange for their name and their email address. And the way that it will work is they'll give you your name and the email address. Automatically, the promotion will be sent to their inbox. And then all they have to do is bring their phone in to the salon, and then you can give them the 50% or the 15% off, whatever you choose. And I think that'll be a really great way to begin to put your social media on autopilot. So let's think about this. So you've now got the promotion that's running. The next thing you need to think about is, if someone lands on my social media page, how are they going to get into my books? How will they be able to book a call? How will they be able to come into my world and find out about my salon? So you get one link at the top of your Instagram page. Ensure that that one link is access to your website, okay? If it's going to be access to your website, then what you want to do is ensure that your book now or make a reservation is above the fold, or make it sticky if possible. Now, what do I mean above the fold? Well, if someone looks on their phone after clicking on the link, they need to be able to see it on the screen. That's what it means above the fold. It doesn't, not if you're having to scroll to find the book now, we've got something wrong. Because if someone's clicked, seen your pictures, understood what they're feeling about your salon, they're now moved from cold and they're now warm. And if they're having that impulse buy where they like what they see and they want to make that instant purchase, clicking on your link and then having to scroll to try and work out how they do that is literally going to lose you customers, because someone doesn't have time. You never know. Baby may start crying, or they've got to go out and get the kids. And that little distraction instantly stops them from doing something that they were so keen to do. Okay. And then the next thing to do is ensure that the promotion is clear, if you can, within the fold as well, where you let them know that you're giving 15%, and to get their discount code, they just need to give you your name and email address. And what you will do is that information will be connected to what we call an autoresponder, something like MailChimp or Active Campaign. And so what it means, it will all be automated. So they give you the name and email address, it gets sent to the autoresponder so you can follow up them later on. And the autoresponder will automatically send them the promotion code. And just be clear about the terms and conditions. So, one use per person, and it's redeemable in the store. Now, if you think about the psychology of that, first of all, you've given value, you've given them something, which most people, when they get a coupon or a promotion, they want to use it, especially if they're thinking about going to a new salon to get their hair done. Then they're thinking, well, why not try this out? I'm going to get a discount from that. And you're also ensuring that they're going to walk into the door because it's redeemable once they come to the salon itself. And yeah, as I've mentioned, make sure it's discounts are redeemable, and also make it clear that it's for the first appointment as well.
If you take a look on my website, so obsessionssalon.co.uk, there's a great example of giving value and giving a freebie away to collect an email address. I don't do a discount because in my business personally, I've evolved, I've grown. I don't do discounts inside of my business at all, but I do give a really valuable sheet away, like a download, where they can learn how to get a great consultation. And that talks the client through the fact that they also need to take ownership on how a consultation goes. They need to be honest, we need to be honest. It's a really open document that the clients have given me great feedback from. So that collects their email address for me. And again, the autoresponder and the warm-up emails are all in there. I actually use Active Campaign. Didn't get on with MailChimp. I think you use Active Campaign as well, don't you, Jor'el?
I do use Active Campaign. Yeah. That's my one of choice. It's a bit more expensive, but it's brilliant. Yeah,
perfect. I love it.
Yes. Wonderful. And yeah, so please go and check that page out and have a look at that as well, because you don't have to give money away. If you don't want to give money away in your business, then it's just about creating something of value that you can give away for free. It's just an exchange of energy. And once someone makes a micro commitment, you've practically got them, you've tipped them over the fence.
Yeah.
So let's say they were looking at 3 different salons, because I know I always research things by 3. I think, well, I don't know, that's just the way I do it. I look at 3 different things and then I make up my mind upon which one's the best. So I've got 3 in front of me, and then suddenly now I've got a free coupon inside my email, which I can then use somehow from a particular salon. That's going to really help to sway me right now. And as I've said, right about now, where people are starting to get back to their new normal, custom is out there to be won. And you just want to do as much as you can to make sure that they choose you.
Yeah.
And then Instagram stories. And as I said here, help your customers to understand and feel the experience. So with Instagram, as we know, it's predominantly a picture platform if you're using the basic tools within it. But what I love about the stories is the story has the ability to bring your salon to life. Just by clicking on the story, having a short 15-second view of what's going on live behind the scenes is exactly what someone needs to hear and feel to put them at ease. And I know at times it can feel like, oh, I don't want to show people behind the scenes. I want to keep this professional front up. But the reality of it is that behind the scenes is what people want to know.
Yeah.
If they've got any limiting beliefs in their head around whether or not you are the right salon for them, being able to see behind the scenes is going to help them to make the right decision, because it helps them to understand whether or not what you are doing resonates with them and resonates with their values and resonates with their beliefs. I'm very particular about my barber. I like him because he is very, he's quiet and he's focused and he gets my head. And when I go to get my head done, I like to just be peaceful. I'm so busy. It's that one time where I can have peace. And just working out those few things about him, he's kept me as a customer for over coming up 6 years now. But that's the thing. It's about, with the story, you can give the different personalities of the characters within the salon. Because the salon is not just the building, the salon is the people that are within it. In fact, if you took yourselves out the building and you brought your colleagues onto the street, they would still be able to create an experience, because it's their energy that brings your salon to life. So if you have any specific skills that you know you do so well, if you're amazing at washing hair, and it feels like a massage, and it really invigorates and helps people feel great after, then having a behind the scenes where someone turns around and says, oh wow, that just felt so amazing, and you catch that brief moment, as long as they're happy for that to be shared, of course. You always have to check that out first. But if they are, which most people are if you ask them nicely, will really help to set the tone of the environment that people are going to be coming in, and it's going to set people at ease. Again, it's something that you can showcase this promotion on. So you can have people swipe up if you've got over 10,000 followers. Some of you may not, and that's totally fine. So you can just let people know to click the link in the bio. And again, this is a great place. A story lasts for 24 hours, and then it wipes the slate clean, and then you have the opportunity to start all over again. And another great thing that you can do is, if you're looking for an idea of how you can, share value, education is so amazing. Sharing just a really quick tip about how someone can do something for themselves at home is going to help to put you in that position as being an expert. It's going to be giving them amazing value, and it's just going to build a relationship between you and your potential client. And that's the thing. You want to almost imagine as though they're having a glimpse into your world, and you're having a conversation with them, and you're answering all of those questions and those objections that they may have about coming into your salon. And also, I think a story represents what I call a quick win. So one of the things we were talking about earlier, and I really do recommend you go and check the interview out that we did on Monday, we were talking about how do you organize or structure your content, and we talked about, different software that you could use. But really, if you haven't had an opportunity to sit down and batch produce your content, but you want to ensure you're at least putting something out every single day, a story gives you the ability to do that. It's so easy to use. You just pick up the phone, you point to where you want to, and you can press a button which says hands-free, and it will just take in the environment for you. Or you can share a piece of wisdom or a quick tip via your story, which can really go a long way in terms of starting a conversation. You just want to start the conversation and make sure that people see you as relatable. And so here is my cyber celebrity brand generator. Effectively, it has 5 pieces to it. And the reason why I share this is, first of all, just to kind of give you an idea of my system and how I work with people when we're creating a branding strategy, a cyber celebrity branding strategy, which is what I specialize in. But also, I wanted to show you the shape of the brain as well, because ultimately what you're trying to do is be front of mind. You want to recognize that with your business, I think you would understand this, but sometimes with social media, we don't practice it. We go to social media and expect that we want to have the quick win. As soon as we put something out there, put a promotion out there, we expect it to just fly off the shelves like hotcakes. And to be fair, it doesn't work like that. In fact, with branding, it's a short, medium, and long-term game. And you have to understand where your audience is at. So some people may be in the slow lane, where they're just researching the salons. They're just working out where they want to go. And then you may have another customer that's in the fast lane. They've done the research, they know what they're looking for, they know the style that they want, and if they see it on your page, they instantly want to book in and have it done. And you need to create your social media for both types of people. And so by understanding that what you're looking to do is create an impression, have as much contact points, constantly being putting information out there. Just think about a billboard, for example. Yeah, and I'm going to choose McDonald's. It's the first brand that comes to mind. It's not a brand that I endorse, and I don't, but it's the first thing that comes to mind, and they're really good at it. If you walk around, you will see a McDonald's sign just in the corner of your eye. You go somewhere else, you see the McDonald's logo. There's just you look on a TV and there's a McDonald's advert. There's just so many different touch points that they give you, and then suddenly you feel hungry, and what do you think of? You think of McDonald's. And the point of that story is you want to give touch points so that when the person is ready to make the buying decision, you are the first salon that they think of to solve their problem. And that's what real focused and effective branding is. And that's what I believe in. And that's what I would love to share with you. If you take nothing else away, just ensure you're showing up regularly, consistently, and ensure that at least when someone decides that today's the day and they go onto their Instagram feed, they see a picture of something going on within the salon, and they're able to then make a smooth client journey to land in your diary. So hopefully you found this useful. I know we're coming to an end now. We don't have much more time. But what I wanted to do is to share some insights, some really useful things that you could do right now. And I would also like to share with you, if you do want to work with me any further, if you know that you would like some additional help in terms of creating a bespoke branding strategy for your salon, then I would love to give you the opportunity to come and have a personal strategy session with me. And what we'll do is we'll kind of look at where you want to go. We'll look at potentially where the holes are in your business, what's also holding you back, because sometimes it can be a lot of mental things around social media, not understanding how it works or how to get the best impact out of it that stops you from actually taking that first step. And then looking at building a strategy that we can use to begin to start getting some momentum into your business. One of the things I haven't spoken about, because I wanted to kind of keep it very organic, is there's always paid advertising strategies, and how do you do that, and how do you make it profitable as well. So if that's something that you're interested in and want to talk to me about, then again, the strategy session, we can look at that. And because I'm so glad to have been able to share this with, and I understand within the community you get discounts. I wanted to give you guys a discount as well. So if that's something that you would like to do, then I'm offering you an opportunity to have the strategy session with me for £99. I usually work with people for £500, but as I said to Jennifer, I'm very passionate about your group of people as well, and I want to genuinely help you. And so yeah, £99 for today, and then we can have our strategy session and then look what we want to do past that point.
Jor'el, thank you so much. And guys, you would be absolutely nuts not to work with Jor'el for £99. I know he charges £500. And if you just have a look at the content that he's just delivered to you, you know, he knows his stuff. Jor'el, I haven't actually seen your UBS before, and that is bloody awesome. I love it.
Do you like it?
Absolutely loved it. It was. I'm just going to bring us back on widescreen. I loved it. I just love the way it sits, and it just shouts branding and messaging and, you know, celebrity status at me. So I love it. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Want the link to work with Jor'el or have a strategy call with him, it is in the description of this video, and I'm just gonna put it, my words wouldn't come out then. I'm just going to put it up on the screen now as well, so that you can. Oh no, that's going to give you the link to this session. I don't want everyone joining in. It's in the. There were lots of people popping up. And yeah, and I will put it in the comments as well, so that you've got it for ease. Jor'el, thank you so much for giving us a little peek into celebrity brand.
Cyber celebrity.
celebrity. So library. I think I've made a new word up.
You have. It sounds good.
Library. But anyway, thank you, Jor'el. I really appreciate it. And I know the guys that are watching and that are going to be picking this up from replay are going to be getting so much value out of that. So like I said, if you do want to work with Jor'el, just reach out. You know, he's a busy man, but he always answers his messages. So
indeed. And if you have any questions and stuff, again, don't hesitate. Reach out. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Jor'el, I'll be seeing you tomorrow and Sunday potentially over the weekend.
Yes.
I'll catch you on there live at some point. And guys, I will see you all on Monday, where we're going to be talking to you about team meetings and how to structure them and how to build them and build the buzz around there for your team, because we're just going to be just coming back to delivering team meetings again. We're just coming back to delivering education within our businesses again as the curve starts to soften off a little bit. So we want to make sure that you guys are ready to deliver the meetings of your life so that you can bring your team up to speed and really lead them into the next stage of your business. So make sure you tune in on Monday. And Jor'el, I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Lots of love. Mwah.
And keep up the good work. This group is fantastic, and I love the fact that you are honoring your group of people. You're doing so well for them, and your stories are amazing. If you aren't checking out Jennifer Louise's story, she answers like some challenges that people have been sending to her, and it's just a short bite and a short dose of what you should be doing right now. It's absolutely amazing. So make sure you check those out every single day. They're really good.
Thank you. Lots of love.
Bye. Take care.
Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.